Mauricio Santillana, hello sir, good morning.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. So what does your research explain exactly?
We were interested in identifying whether the ongoing COVID-19 outbreak spreading throughout the world would be affected, whether its transmission would be affected by environmental factors such as temperature and humidity. Our early findings suggest a weak association between transmission and temperature and humidity. Very lightly, humidity and temperature may play a role in modulating the transmission, and further research is needed, but the early results show an inverse relationship between transmission and temperature. As we speak, we will be updating these results as we gain access to more data from more countries affected by this outbreak.
Does this mean that at other temperatures the coronavirus will not exist?
Well, it means that perhaps as we see in influenza transmission, the rates of transmission are lower during warmer temperatures and more humid environments. Still, as I mentioned, these are very preliminary results. This is ongoing research, but it is likely, given that influenza and other coronaviruses that the world has experienced, that there will be some seasonality in this COVID-19 outbreak. Having said that, given the high levels of susceptibility in our population, it may be that communities, even in warm weathers and high humidity, may experience significant outbreaks.
Why does it need the moisture to flourish?
So specifically, and without going into the virology of this disease transmission, the intuitive way to think about it is that drier and colder environments make it easier for droplets that come from our cough when we are infected to prevail in the atmosphere and in the air. And perhaps also they make it easier for the droplets that fall into objects that we use with our hands after having touched our nose or after covering our cough. And so if another individual touches it and if the other individual gets their hands closer to their face, then they may get infected more easily.
So what are the conclusions of your research?
So I think I would like to emphasize that we don't have conclusive results yet. We are analyzing data as we speak. And so far, as I stated before, associations with temperature may be there, but they may not be as strong to just basically, to some extent, people cannot rely on changes in weather or living in a warm location to not worry about this outbreak.
So after this study, can we be more optimistic or more pessimistic today?
Well, I think we need to be prepared to respond to this outbreak in a responsible way. We need to have a plan. We need to enforce social distancing interventions in our communities. And it will depend on how the planet and the multiple locations affected by this outbreak respond to it. We need to take it seriously, and we need to be careful to prevent especially older people from catching this disease, as they may be more gravely affected by it.
Mauricio Santillana, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.